Okay. So, welcome back to the Game of Unity, ladies and gents. Today, we have the extreme thing of back after a month. We will cover a quick recap of a little bit that's happened. So, after you guys had gotten back off the boat, you were met by Grok Greenhands, a orc wizard and detective who asked you to investigate a merchant who was suspected of selling guns to the mainland. After working on some stuff in inventory, you guys infiltrated the merchant Bernard Alizmeyer's mansion as a group of performers, where your local rogue Micah and their crowish companion familiar Hemlock moved through the mansion and discovered a secret passage in the piano. Unfortunately, they did not have the key code for the musical code for it. They did, though, discover it later as the party distracted the nobles in the mansion with a sterling play of the young twins being chased down by guards and lots of other fun stuff. Unfortunately, though, as they did finally discover the thing, they were unfortunately caught by the local halfling cook, as Micah unfortunately wandered into the smoke area of the gristling pork. Then, with some quick thinking, though, the crow of Hemlock reappeared, losing their invisibility to deceive the cook that was the invisible thing he saw. Hemlock, unfortunately, was poofed out of existence once again. But luckily, leaving Micah a chance to sneak back to the party, where they were able to get some information and leave the mansion. Returning back to the Mixipod Tavern, with enough info, Grok Greenhands now has gotten the party together for one last push, where he believes there will be a secret meeting between the merchant's contacts and the people they are selling the guns to. He plans to get the party together to move forward with this as they gather their stuff together. Now, before we start, does anybody have any questions or any other things they need to remind them about?
We didn't face any, because I know that effectively we got caught, and then we got,
You never got caught. There was suspicion, but no proof.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So, there was never really anything. At this point, we just have the code, but of course, it's difficult because now we have more or less lost access to the area where we could input it, so we could find out more things.
True. You could still technically, like Grok Greenhands would bring up to, you could still try to sneak into the place again if you want to risk that route to input the code. Right? It's doable. It's just hard. It'd be hard and risky, and it would be a one-man operation.
Got it. Which
right?
I don't think we should put Micah through any more of those.
Yeah. Because, unfortunately, if you went as a group, it would fail, just because 6 people aren't sneaking into a mansion.
Without a ranger, anyhow, and pass without a trace.
Yeah. Without the pass without a trace, it would be a very difficult way for the party to sneak in. Unfortunately, nobody has that spell.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's no covering this fat ass of Uvex.
Yeah, because unfortunately, Jade is still too low a level. Like I say, though, that would be an option if you guys wanted to risk it, or, of course, as always, if you can think of something anything else. I mean, again, I don't want to stifle creativity. To get into the place to activate it, you can do that as well. So, I mean, obviously I will leave it open for you guys to discuss, but at the moment, the Grox thing is to go to this meeting where where his latest contact told him where you guys might be able to intercept the people buying the guns.
Well, if it were up to me, I personally am a big fan of just going to the meeting itself instead. It saves us a lot of issue of trying to sneak around and then getting caught, and then it just turns into a giant quagmire of if they called gods on us or something like that, it would just save us a lot of headache, I think.
Yes, I think we should probably initially head to the meeting.
Could you say that again? You were so quiet. Oh my god.
Yes, we should probably head towards the meeting.
And what was this meeting for again? Sorry.
Basically, it's not so much it's a drop off, right? They're going to drop off the guns. All right. So basically, you'll be trying to intercept the people who are going to make the trade off.
Okay.
Right.
Also, lovely idea. What the fuck are we gonna do with Jade?
Yeah, I'm going to get to that right now because we are losing Dylan, unfortunately. So you're going to see Brightburn walk over, goes, grabbing Jade, going, "Well, boys, Brightburn here has many things great to do, but I'm afraid it's time for Brightburn to take young Trigo. I have gotten some information of a person I'm looking for. So I'm going to have to head off, but Trigo will join me as we head off into the adventures of the line. I hopefully shall see you all in the future soon. But Brightburn has a person he is on a manhunt for." So.
Well, oh, sorry, first.
Well, best of luck to you. It is admittedly a little bit sudden, but overall, I wish you the best of luck.
It's alright. I mean, again, unfortunately, I would stick around, but Brightburn does have personal business to take care of, and hopefully I shall see you all again soon. Trigo, let us be on our way.
Uvek, before the two depart, Uvek's just gonna pull Jade aside and says, "Listen, I'm not the best answer. I wasn't the most in favor of you becoming his assistant, his sidekick, but I do want to make sure that you're safe and safe when you do inevitably get into a fight. And would it be okay if Uvek gave her his light crossbow?"
Okay. She'll look up and say, "Really? Thank you."
Yeah, you keep yourself guarded with that, alright? And make sure to just not hit him. He thumbs his way over towards Brightburn. "I know you got a lot of potential, kid, but want to make sure that you're safe for it. Alright? Just keep practicing with that."
Okay, I'll take care of him. Don't worry, guys.
Alright. Good luck.
Let's go, Brightburn, to adventure! And just see Jade grab him by the hand and run outside with him.
I think it was about it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I figured that was a good way to take care of two birds with one stone.
Yeah. I'm still kind of not too sure about that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I too had dreams and adventures when I was younger, but never kind of worried about them going on the road together, you know?
Well, hopefully they'll be fine.
I'm a little bit worried, a tiny bit, but I mean, I think he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's been doing what he's been doing for quite a while, so.
I'm sure they'll be alright.
The country's fairly safe here, so as long as they don't get into too much trouble, they should be okay.
I mean, it is also Brightburn.
You're right, they're probably going to be dead by the end of the week.
Please don't say that.
I'm sure they will be reasonably fine.
Should we offer them help?
Well, at the moment, they'll have to take care of themselves. He seemed very interested in those missing people, though. From what I understood, that was his reason for leaving.
Well, he was always dedicated to doing hero's work, so it makes sense. But
Indeed.
speaking of hero's work, Uvek just leans over. Suppose we should get Dora to that meeting place sooner or later.
Indeed, my contact will meet us there soon. He's looks at all of you and kind of scratches his chin. He's like, just so you are aware, you're all from the mainland, so his appearance might be different than you're used to.
Well, I mean, can't be any weirder than the rest of us.
Probably not weirder, but how should I put this? He would be considered one of the dark races in your land, I believe.
Oh, well, I'm sure that everything's just going to be fine. I don't see any particular reason why we might act particularly differently.
Well, fine, as long as you're aware of it. I have known other people from as I said, mainlanders sometimes bring the prejudice with them. I've had to experience that myself, he says as he adjusts his glasses.
We would raise his mug to that. Takes a swig.
Indeed.
What's our modus operandi then? Are we going to attack and secure the weapons, or are we just going to sneak the weapons away?
At the moment, I think our best bet would be to... Well, getting a hold of the weapons would be obviously good, but mayhaps it'd be best to take care of whoever they're delivering them to as well.
Alright. Makes sense.
Perhaps even wait for the weapons to be delivered and then take care of that group. Since the mainlanders who are purchasing the weapons could be problematic.
Yeah.
Besides, even if we do cut them off, they might find a different supplier. But I will leave it up to all of you, of course. If you have a different thought on the matter, then feel free to take initiative. I am, of course, hiring you for this assistance, not the other way around, so I will trust your judgment on this.
Well, we appreciate your trust in us, and we'll definitely try to make sure that your trust is not misplaced.
Very good. In any case, we will meet my contact soon. He's actually at the local temple.
Okay. Which temple, out of curiosity?
Well, oh, that's right. You're not from here. We only have the one sort of temple.
Oh, okay. So, what, just like a temple of multi-gods, the Pantheon?
He kind of looks at... We don't worship the Pantheon here.
Oh. Oh, okay. Fair
We
enough.
worship the siblings.
Right. I don't remember exactly the kind of thinks as he's trying to remember religion stuff in D&D.
It's the twins. The god of tolerance and compassions were the pair that we had.
Right.
They more or less keep this island, were the ones who created this island and kept us safe from the outside world when it was created.
And so that's supposed to be the area where they're supposed to meet, or is that the area where we're supposed to ask the individual that you know?
My contact is there. He'll have the information for us.
Right. Okay, so meet up with the contacts and go off of whatever information that they have for us to go on whatever mission?
Indeed. Perhaps they will even assist us in this mission. They are also rather good in the fisticuffs motion, and he kind of raises his fists up in that kind of like British boxing style. But of
Jericho
course,
smiles at him.
yes, indeed. Well, he's quite talented in the combat orientations. Might be very useful in that sort of display of violence. Not really my sort of thing. Which, I mean, for anyone who knows, that's weird for an orc to say.
Oh no, Jericho just thought it was cute that a very clearly unathletic person was doing fighting motion.
It's like looking in a mirror for Jericho.
Oh, absolutely. But he's not aware of this because self-awareness is not his strong suit.
Well, in any case, we should head off to the temple. Watto, and he will lead you guys back out into Salmon Bay. I'll just put up the thing. I will, just for the sake of having it on the map for you guys, label the building. One moment. Temple of the Twins. Oh, I'll make that a better color for you guys, so... There we go, Temple of the Twins, and that's right there. Any case, though, he takes you guys over there towards the temple. You come to cause it's a very large, ornate building. On the front side, you see a pair of, like, very... what's the phrase I'm looking for? Well, I'll just say you see a pair of beings sitting at the front of the temple, a male and female beings of elegance and beauty. They are far beyond anything you've seen, and from a quick glance, you can probably guess these are the two deities he was speaking of. They both seem to be holding each other's hand in like a arched fashion over top of the front door, in a sense of, well, as the name of the country suggests, a form of unity and working up together. When you enter the building, the Grand Temple, you see the vast temples and storages, and for those of you who have been to temples before, or equate to them very frequently, in your case, Uvek, it's very sparse looking compared to a lot of temples. It's not as audacious as you would assume, right?
Yeah.
There seems to be a simplistic elegance to the place, though. As it seems like most of it seems to be, as the area is opened up for what looks to be areas of large feeding rooms, halls, dining. It looks more like it looks more like a relief center than a temple, right? As you do see people getting food and some of the more poor people being taken care of in the temple as you enter. Several people look at you and wave at you as you enter, realizing you're not here for the charity because, well, you guys are decked out adventurers.
Before we enter, Gwendolyn's just gonna pause for a moment. And all of you can head inside. I'm going to remain outside. Religion and I don't go hand in hand.
But,
You're at the. Sorry, you first.
is there something wrong?
Just usually I've come across some issues when heading into anywhere that might be religious, so it's probably best that I don't.
It's not as though you're... Sorry?
Hemlock will accompany you, though.
Well, I don't want you just sitting here alone.
Oh, no, it's alright. I'll be fine. Really.
Jericho looks very, very conflicted. And when it looks like he might shuffle back, he just somehow ends up standing next to you. The rest of you can go on ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep her company.
You really don't have to.
I know you're going to say that, but it kind of feels like I have to.
Wait,
You
I'm not sure. Only if you're sure. We don't want to leave you out here just because. We can always ask them to come out if that'd be better for you.
Ooh,
Jennifer
good
can
idea.
keep me company if she wishes. Right, Juniper?
What's happening?
Everyone's heading inside of a church. Would you like to keep them company, or...?
I don't mind. If I don't have to walk, that's better.
Jennifer can keep me company if you wish.
Oh, well, I mean, that's perfectly fine as well. Just as long as you're not alone sitting here.
I'll be right. Thank you, though.
Of course. So you're staying behind with Juniper, and I suppose me and Uvek are headed in?
Have we had a long rest yet? DM?
I cannot remember, so I will say yes.
Okay.
It's been a month.
Rejuvenation.
Cool.
It's been a month since we played, so I do not remember.
I will also be accompanying.
Alright.
We're just
Hedges on your shoulder.
Gives him a little scritch.
He stretches his wings out a little.
Jericho's soul is full. Alright.
So as you guys enter the temple, once again, you see, as I described before, when you finally come into the main area of the front of the temple, though, and you see where more or less the head priest would be sitting, one thing you guys do notice is the holy symbol of the temple, which I forgot to describe to you. As you see the holy symbol of the twins, best way to look at this, it is basically the symbol of the yin-yang symbol, but instead of it being separated by white and black, it fades into a gray into the middle. Right? So it starts off as really black and really white and slowly gets grayer and grayer until they meet in the center.
Okay.
Which seems to be the symbol. You also see the words of the temple's faith, which is, there is no evil, there is no good, there are just people. Which seems to be the motto of the area.
Okay.
That makes sense. Nobody, there's no pure evil, there's no pure good, just we're all flawed in our own sort of way.
Jericho quietly thinks about Mind Flayer and then gives a half-hearted nod.
Uvek is definitely impressionable enough to think that.
Oddly enough, that's probably the one thing you haven't seen in Unity.
What? I don't think Jericho's ready to faint. Imagine that's something that his mother would read him in stories. This is make sure to eat all your vegetables. Mind Flayers love sugary brains.
But as you kind of walk through the temple and looking about, your orcish guide wanders you forward as Grok comes towards you. This way, my contact is just this other side of the door here. And opens up, knocks on the door, and you hear a... Yes, who is it? It is I, Grok. I'm here with some companions about the information you had. Oh, of course. Enter. And he opens the door, and what you guys see sitting at a table, at a desk in what looks to be shining armor of white and gold, shield and a long sword leaning against his chair, covered in fur and big orange eyes. You see what looks to be a gnoll looking up at you. And, just for the sake of showing you his picture, one moment here. That is what you see.
Nice.
What a good boy. I love
Yes.
it.
What
Beautiful.
the best boy.
There's a part of me where it's like, I know that I've had to fight Fight knows my past. But that is, I really just want to have my ideas now. He doesn't say that, but like, there's an internal monologue going.
It definitely doesn't help that he looks very doggish.
Yeah.
So there's this weird. I like to think that Jericho just like unconsciously reaches up towards Hemlock and starts scratching him more, displacing an otherwise behavior.
I got rid of a cat girl and replaced him with a doggy boy.
Nice.
As he looks over, he "Oh, yes, Grok, these are your companions." Indeed. This, my friends, is Thrain Blessed Hands, Paladin of the Temple of Unity.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Mr. Blessed Hands.
It is an honor to meet all of you as well. He kind of gets up from his chair and reaches his hand out for a handshake.
Are his hands ungloved?
I would say he probably wouldn't have his gauntlets on since he was writing at a desk. Yeah.
Awesome. Jericho is going to give the handshake, and he's going to marvel at what is likely a furry hand.
Yes. It's very soft. You can tell he shampoos.
I'm going to cry. Jericho is going to shake for like a solid 3 seconds, and then he's like, "Oh," and just like drops the hand unexpectedly. Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh, it's quite all right. So all of you seem to be well informed. May I ask what you I'm assuming each and every one of you are, how should I put this? Familiar with the land here.
You mean unfamiliar?
Unfamiliar. You are outsiders, correct?
Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's correct. We just got here off the ship a couple days ago.
I see. Well, I do appreciate you helping me and Grok here for our mission. Obviously, things are very bad right now, and having your assistance will be very useful.
Oh, no worry. Helping's what I do.
I am glad to hear it. From what we understand, tomorrow night, so we do have some time before we must leave. Simply put, we must be prepared as, I believe, the merchant known as Bernard Elazamar will be sending his cargo of weaponry to the outside. I have discovered his possible meeting area. Apparently there is a beach cave by our coast that he has been transferring the gear to.
How many do you usually suspect would be that? Like, how many do you expect we should come into contact with?
I cannot say for certain. Bernard would only send a few men to transfer the weapons, but unfortunately transferring the weapons is not enough for proof. We must see him hand them down to the said buyers. Otherwise, well, I mean, there's nothing illegal about having a crate full of guns, if you know what I mean. The transaction is what is important here.
Right, and who it's going to, and that of the like.
Indeed, that is what we need to discover. That is also who we need to stop, in case, as I am sure Grok mentioned to you, we are worried that they may just find other buyers if we do not stop them here.
It makes about sense. So, I suppose what I'm trying to make sure of what I'm understanding is, where do we come into this?
Well, as outsiders, me and Grok decided that you would be best to help us deal with these people. Unfortunately, if we sent in our own police force in there and things were to say, how to put this, get complicated or perhaps turn against us, you lot would give us a sense of, how shall we say, plausible deniability if things go tits up with Bernard being a high-ranking merchant.
Alright.
On the other hand, though, if we do stop them, whoever these buyers are, we will have what we need to prove Bernard is, in fact, performing criminal activities, and we will be able to arrest him and take down his operations.
Well, I think it is worth knowing that we found a sort of code. We, of course, haven't actually gotten the time to crack open what was inside of it, but it does show that he is hiding something, which I don't know if that's exactly helpful information. I think most wealthy people are hiding something, but that's besides the point.
Code, you say? May I take a peek at it?
Oh, sure.
You hand him the music sheet, and he looks it up and down, rubbing his chin, and goes, a musical code. I'm assuming you will you fill him in what it's for.
Yes.
Yeah. He looks over at you and nods his head and goes, indeed. This could come in very handy. Once we have the guns and have reasons to move into his palace, this could be the place that we need to put the last nail in the coffin.
You're right.
We'll be able to get a search warrant after tonight's mission, and this will give us where we need to go and find. Very good job, my friend. You seem to be quite the competent lot.
Oh, thank you. It starts getting bashed.
Have you encountered incompetent lots?
I wish I could say no. But unfortunately, yes, we've had some... How shall we say? There's a reason we need some sort of plausible deniability. Some of our previous policemen, unfortunately, got ahead of themselves, thus implicating our forces. AKA, he knows we were onto him. He used his position to push us back. And should the mayor discover what we are doing, he would be most displeased, unless this turns out, of course, to be correct.
Okay. Then, if anything, what I'm kind of thinking about right now is, I think we should make sure, in the event that we ever have any more interactions with Bernard, make sure not to bring up the fact that we have this sheet with him. I mean, if it comes to it, and you do get, I suppose, permission to search his place of residence, he might be cocky enough to more or less not really be too careful about where he keeps his things. Does that make sense?
Actually, I'm not quite sure what you're getting at, Judah.
Oh, okay. Basically, what Jericho is trying to say is, basically to keep up the illusion of security on Bernard's behalf, to make it where he, doesn't basically swab his fucking house clean and everything by the time, he realizes he might be found out and gets there. To give him that sense of defense of oh, they don't know where my secret apartment is, I'm safe. To never bring this up or give him a sign that we know how to break into it.
Oh, yeah. He would agree with that. In fact, he'd probably go a step further and say, he'll look at, that is a good point. In fact, it brings up an interesting idea. Perhaps our best bet, so we don't tip our hand of this scenario, is we won't make our move until after the guns have been delivered and his men leave. That way they'll be unaware that we did a raid. And then, when we strike his house with this code, he'll have no chance to hide any trails.
I like it. Oh, you're so smart.
Well, thank you.
Sounds good.
Well then, my friends, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask, or if you need any assistance, any equipment you may need to acquire from our sources, you may, of course, request them of me.
I suppose we need anything from me. Typical, I'm still learning a couple of things with my spell casting, but
Sure.
Out of curiosity, No, actually, no. I think I should be fine for the most part.
Jericho's hand continues to twitch ever so slightly, and he just uses his other hand to just hold down the other.
What, trying to not scritch him behind the ear?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh,
Hello.
Zaku's!
It is the Zaki.
An
Zakaraki.
intro.
Hey, Zaki.
Hello.
Hello.
We's doing good. We, just to fill you in so you know where we are, the party's just met up with a paladin of the Temple of the Twins. So they would be able to go and do a raid to get the guns from the Bernard's area and stop the mainlanders from getting a hold of them while also infiltrating the base. Also, the code you got was useful because they will now be able to use that code as soon as they break into the building to instantly arrest him because they'll know exactly where to go to find all the secret shit once they have enough evidence for a search warrant. And because I'm sure you'll want to look at it, Zaki, I'll show you the art of the paladin they're talking to.
He's a good boy. Oh, no, we're in the middle of playing today.
Yeah, we're in the middle of playing right now, Zaki.
We just started about 30 minutes ago.
In fact, we start exactly 37 minutes with this right now. Anyways, this is the paladin everybody's talking to, Zaki.
That is such a noise. Agreed.
Indeed. Then Judah shook his hand and found out from his very soft paws that he shampoos.
Jericho's fighting every single inch of his humanity to not degrade this damn dog man by petting him behind the ears. He is trying so hard. With his fucking -1 wisdom.
I know you're not playing today, Zach. Or if you are playing, it'll be later. Just so I know, was there anything you wanted Micah to be doing if you're not joining in the assault? You don't have to answer it now. Just something you might want to think about. Gotcha. That sounds good, Zaki. Oh, one other thing you'll need to know, Zaki. Brightburn left the party. He took Jade with him to go on his own adventure. Just so you are aware of that for future.
Carry on, our wayward son.
Dylan's probably not, but the character will probably make appearances in the game, because unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, I kind of wrote the campaign with him in mind, like all you guys in mind, so at this point, I can't really change anything without rewriting everything I had planned.
Valid.
So, his stuff's going to still pop up, because he's literally intertwined with half of you guys, so I can't really drop it without being a headache. He's basically what you found out, he's going off to go look for something. Grok told you that he seemed very interested in the people that were going missing, which Dylan was interested in earlier as his character. So, yeah, he's basically investigating all the missing people. If he's lucky. I guess, yeah, you weren't here last week, Zachy. Dylan had the drop. Well, a couple of reasons. One, he was kind of losing enthusiasm for the game. And two, Sundays are the best day for him to hang out with his wife right now. So he decided to, be with his family instead, which obviously I encourage.
And back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, Andy. Okay, you're back, so we can get back to. We took a bit of a break, anyways. Phil and Zachy, what was happening? So no worries, Andy.
No worries. Yeah, okay.
But anyways, as you guys look over and you see Thane, he's looking at each of you. He goes, well, in any case, I suppose if you need any assistance or procure of any supplies, let me know. Otherwise, tomorrow night, we will head towards the area we suspect the drop-off to be. I trust all of you are willing to join us in this endeavor.
Well, certainly, I'm more than happy to mandate for whatever situation occurs. As long as it's for the public good.
I'm glad to hear it. You will do Unity honor.
Could you repeat what he said?
Oh, he was just saying, if you guys need any supplies, let him know. Otherwise, not tonight, but the next night, you guys will be going to go cut meat to take care of the guns and go capture the enemy that's been selling the stuff. He will be assisting you. So to be fair, you guys should have a decent sized party. I put 2 NPCs in because Zachy's not here too, so to balance out.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'll exactly need it, per se. But I suppose I was just wondering, do you happen to, I don't know, have a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces?
Kind of pats his pockets like a guy who's looking for his wallet. Not on me, I'm afraid.
Oh, darn.
Right. Though, I will remind you, I'm sure Grok mentioned this, you will each receive 100 gold for this mission.
Oh, sweet.
Just to remind you, you will have your... if you would like, I could see about procuring your rewards in said pearl.
Oh, that would be lovely.
I will put that into the request of the head temple.
I would very much like that.
Very good. Is there anything else any of you would like to request?
I know this isn't really about... No, I think it should be fine.
Very good. Then I will see you all in 2 nights. Sleep well, prepare yourselves, and may the gods be with you.
How much does Jericho know about gnolls?
Roll me a nature or arcana check.
Oh, whoops. It was a 14 self-roll.
I see that. I oddly cannot reveal that. Weird. Can you?
I can take a screenshot, but
no.
wait,
I mean,
maybe
right click.
How do I do it?
Right click on the thing, and you should see a reveal. There you go.
I did.
Yeah, like I can't do it when you private roll, but you can still reveal. That's what I thought. So yeah, 14. Okay. You're not an expert on gnolls, but you do know the basics. And one of the main basics is they are unequivocally usually considered an evil race. And I don't mean in the sense that, they do bad things. They were literally created by a demon gnoll who apparently
Okay.
they were created as gnolls who ate people and then were given human form to like be this demon's henchman.
Okay. Very important stuff. Do they have tails?
Tails as in like they waggy tail?
Yes.
You very much saw his waggy tail.
Okay, this is just worsening Jericho's condition. I very much, and I know I've mentioned this to Zaku. I've mentioned this to Zaku before. Jericho's main problem is that he loves animals, but he has no idea how to interact with them. So he's just like, oh, I want to pet it, but that's probably bad. He's very much experiencing the if evil and aggressive, why fluffy?
I mean, the other thing you'd also be aware of with 14 Arcana, gnolls usually aren't fluffy and kind. They're usually ratty and, like, flea-ridden. Like, they look like...
this one shampoos, so it makes sense.
Yeah, like... You have a figure that this is another perfect example of Unity flipping the script on things. Right? Like, he is a gnoll, but he is a gnoll so far removed from gnolls in the mainland, he's probably a separate species. He's like the difference between a high elf and a drow, just going in the other direction.
He's like a Pokemon, like, regional variant.
Yeah, that's a way to put it, I suppose.
He's just an Eevee.
Yeah, but
Secretly
he's
Eevee.
basically like what happened to the Drow and Duragar of the Dark Dwarves and Dark Elves. Like, they were good creatures turned evil. He's the reverse, where he's a evil creature turned good.
I'm gonna roll one more fucking time. Fuck. Jericho just kind of like meekly puts this out. So I'm not sure if this is exactly appropriate, and please feel free to say no in the event that he just points at his head.
You want to give me scritchies. You have a feeling
Rapid
you're
nodding.
not the first person to say this to him.
Jericho's too embarrassed to even think about that right now. All he
Oh my
knows
God.
is that he sees like the little cute little wispy furs on the top of his head, and like he just the dude can see his hand twitching. Like, it's that bad.
He's gonna sigh. It goes, I will admit, normally it is children that ask such favors of me. But I will tell you what is your name again, sorry?
Oh, Jericho Hall.
Well, Jericho, I will say this. Do a good job, and I will let you scritchy me as a bonus.
Jericho, like, very much anime flames and eyes situation, right? He, like, turns around to you guys with the most serious fucking face that you've probably ever seen him have, and he's just, let's get this job done.
Alright, but save that fire for somebody that deserves it. Then Jericho don't need. We'll get it done, I promise. He gives Jericho a good pat on the back. We got this.
Jericho gives a high five to somebody who isn't there. It's a very low five, so you could probably assume it's one of the orc children.
I love Jericho so much.
But as you guys head back out, if there's anything you guys want to buy or prep, I guess actually you should probably fill in Juniper and I guess Gwendolyn actually probably already knew, because I'm assuming Gwendolyn was looking through the eyes. Yeah.
Yep. So she would just fill Juniper in as things are happening. Or all in one go, so that Juniper isn't constantly like getting drip-fed information, and so she can just sleep for a longer period of time.
Saying drip fed was the perfect thing to say for a character in a perpetual coma of sleep.
Ah. in any case, though, as you guys gather yourselves together, if there's any shopping or planning you guys wish to do or get any stuff together, this also the reason I gave you an extra day is those of you with prep spell casting may switch out spells for this now.
Okay.
Right, so why didn't just toss you in there? You got a day to prep.
Yeah. I shall. Actually,
you're
Jericho's-
a boss,
well, I know, but
so you get to switch out one spell per day.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
one spell. I did make that as the variant. I am allowing that variant.
yeah, but I guess I was actually curious about something, and I realized Jericho would also be curious about this. In Unity, is there different languages, really?
Yeah, the other languages still exist.
Okay,
But they're-
I just don't know how much blending existed linguistically in this world.
For the sake of simplicity, for what you would know, the other languages exist. Everybody
Okay.
speaks Common as their native tongue. Though the other languages, some of them have been lost. For example,
Okay.
oddly enough, if you went, let's say you go to the mixing pot and ask this, so you get some information. You got a day to talk, so you could easily. Jericho's friendly enough that he gets some info from people. The dark languages, like some of the languages that are associated with pure evil,
Like
tend to,
Abyssal or something?
well, nobody speaks Abyssal but demons. Like
You get what I mean.
I get what you mean, yeah, but like what I was going to say was more like actually like Knoll was lost, for example. Right?
Guess I'm a demon.
Yeah, like the demonic races, like Knoll spoke Abyssal, like a variation of it, so that was lost. They don't really speak it. It's still known, right, because of text and knowledge, but like nobody uses that language, right?
Right.
Other languages are like Dwarf and Elf and those kind of Gnome. They're still used and people still use them, but funnily enough, most people just use them as kind of like how you swear in a different language so you can get away with it.
Okay. Then I think I shall replace comprehend languages with something else for now.
Yeah, like comprehend languages would be useful for dungeon delving.
Yeah, like different things than this.
Yeah, like you're probably not gonna. Well, I mean, here's the thing though. If you want comprehend languages, and this isn't spoiler, but you are about to interfere with people from the mainland.
Oh wait, no, I didn't fucking realize that. Okay,
Yeah, like
no,
that's where they're selling the guns to. Remember, like that the buyers are mainlanders. That's why it's
That's a
illegal.
good point.
So if you're worried about that, then you might need the language in case those people are buying the guns. You're just not going to need it to talk to anybody on Unity.
Anybody got detect magic out of curiosity?
Got what?
Detect magic?
No, but I could get it. All right, I don't know. Can bards learn that? I think they can.
Yeah, they
No,
can.
but-
Yeah.
Uberk has it. I was just curious if anybody else has it prepared.
Okay.
Pretty sure if you can cast a spell, you can cast detect magic.
Well,
Yeah, fair enough.
no, you mean like I don't think every spellcaster has detect magic, but I think the majority of them do.
Artificer, bard, cleric, druid, paladin, ranger, sorcerer, wizard. That sounds like pretty much all of them.
Well, fair enough.
Eldritch Knight.
That's wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just being
Though,
a-
to be
I'm
fair, I
just-
guess they would have to sacrifice one of their... All the main casters could cast it. The tertiary casters,
Yeah.
I guess.
In that case, I will. Maybe I'll get Compelled Duel ready. Alright, well, I think I am ready for whatever nonsense is to be made.
Nonsense indeed.
Oh, Warlock doesn't get it. That's the caster that's missing.
Yeah, that is. But they do get it from invocations.
They do,
So.
but they don't get it naturally.
Yeah.
So the Warlock is the only caster that doesn't get it, apparently.
It kinda gets it.
They gotta
just kinda put it-
sacrifice to get it, yeah.
They gotta sacrifice to get it, but also like any like non-prep caster also has to sacrifice one of their known spells to get it. So.
That is true. That is true.
Sorry, I'm having a moment because I'm like, do I have too many spells? 'Cause I'm pretty sure
tell
because
you.
we're level 4, right? So I only have 7 known spells
5,
as
I
a
think.
bard.
For
It
4,
should tell you
Andy.
at the bottom.
No, yeah, we're level 4. It should tell you me at the
Oh
bottom.
yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, we're at 4.
Yeah,
Mm.
it will say
Don't worry, I
prepared
didn't-
spells. out
Yeah,
of-
you should.
I
at
actually have
level
0
4
out of
have-
0.
Yeah, I don't think it updates it for full casters for this.
It depends if you set it up that way. I've set it up that way.
I mean, I
So
didn't
that-
set up anything, so if it's not automatic, then it wouldn't have been set up.
Yep.
So you
So
get
for
7
you-
spells. So you got 7
Prepared
spells.
spell mass toggler. Oh,
Yeah, and then you
You got
can-
one too many spells.
yeah. Okay. Well, I'll take away one and then go from there. Let's see what to take away.
One sec, guys. Just gonna let my dogs outside while you do that.
Ooh, let the dogs out. Okay.
Ooh, ooh,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I will. I mean, I guess I'll take away identify because I quite literally can't use it right now.
Yeah, we can always identify things later.
Yeah.
Yeah, Identify is not going to be the most useful spell in this scenario, and again, you're not going into like a 6-level dungeon that you're going to be down there for weeks, right? You're literally going to
Yeah.
stop. The only way this could go wrong is, they capture you. Then,
Right.
but then again, Identify is still going to be useless. So yeah, that's probably the one to drop.
And I have the correct amount of spells. Now I'm gonna re-add whatever fucking one. Good thing to catch. I don't want to keep accidentally cheating.
When it comes to Misty Step, if they were to bind your hands, or if they were to capture you without, covering your mouth, would Misty Stepping transport you with the binds?
It's on your person, so yes.
Okay.
If they're attached to you like clothing.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise your clothing would leave you, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think you
Unless
get
you're
to.
Huey from the
I-
boys.
It's more like you can choose, I guess, what's coming with you, but that makes sense.
Yeah, except that I mean the spell doesn't give that caveat, so it's
It
hard to.
doesn't.
Right, so
DM's interpretation.
yeah, again, it comes down to a DM interpretation. I would say, because it is an item, it would come with you, right? Like it's
Yeah.
It's a little tricky, but I would say it probably would come with you.
It's
I-
more like if the DM rules like you choose what you bring with you, or like it's just everything that's on your person is brought with you.
Yeah,
I am
right.
ready.
You good?
I'm-
Take it you're good
Yeah.
too, Storm.
Yeah.
Okay. So with all that prepared,
Sorry. No, good.
okay. If everybody's prepared, we can move on to the next part. Okay. So as the time goes on, you guys are the evening comes and you are once again met by Grok and Thane, and they go up to you and go, "Well, it would seem that we're all ready to go here. So chop chop, my friends. I brought the beach is a bit of a hike from here, but we'll have to move over there and, of course, keep ourselves hidden as best as we can. To this end, I have brought said abilities of magic that may assist us." And basically, he's going to hand everybody one potion of invisibility.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
I procured these from great expense, so we may all use these to keep ourselves hidden from said things. Be, of course, careful as soon as the spell wears off. They will be, do not perform any sort of magic or abilities while we are invisible, as we
Yes,
watch
yes,
from the
yes.
beaches. I figure this is the best way for all of us to be able to move in as best we can unseen, since unfortunately, I am not a druid.
Do we get to keep these if we don't use them?
If you have a way of preparing your own invisibility, I suppose you may keep the potion upon you. Although I would suggest to be careful with it.
But what do you mean?
In other words, if you are doing any sort of unforeseen dark, or he kind of looks at you, don't commit any sort of crimes using my
Oh,
materials.
No, I wasn't thinking about it.
Very good. In that case, yes, you may keep the potion if you are capable in making yourself invisible.
Also buy 2 glass bottles.
Like your character's just going to buy 2 glass bottles?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can purchase 2 glass bottles, no worries. If you're looking for a price, call to silver.
I think it's 2 gold in the
Is it?
actual deal. Yeah, it is.
Okay, fair enough. It's 2 gold. I didn't realize that glass bottles were so goddamn expensive.
And they do be expensive.
This is stupid expensive, considering 3 chickens is a copper.
Welcome to D&D logic, where produce is fucking cheap as shit, but adventuring gear,
Well,
that's expensive.
I mean, adventure, like a sword or something, but like a glass ball. I guess glass is difficult to make in a medieval society, but
It is.
uh,
Even vials are 1 gold.
I guess that's the difference. Well, in any case, if you guys are prepared, just let me
Ease.
go over my characters. Grok will start his day off by casting mage armor on himself.
I will brew. I would like an hour of the day for a short rest. Before we leave, or she'll just wake up earlier. That's also fine.
I mean, you guys are leaving in the evening. Like, this raid's happening at night.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Right.
they're not setting out their illegal goods in the
I thought
middle
it
of the day.
I thought it was daytime.
Yeah.
Alright, no, that's fair enough.
Yeah, right.
I will make a false life potion and a bark skin potion.
Sounds good.
Both of these are going onto him. What I do.
Feed the familiar. You're tired of losing bleeding at 10 gold at a time.
Oh.
Okay, so, well, you guys head towards the beach.
Real quick,
Yes.
could you remind me of the name of the dog boy?
Fame Blessed Hands. You need me to put it in chat?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be more proactive at notes, and I've been thinking of slowly reintroducing myself to them. So yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then Grok, or I forgot.
It's Grok Green Hands.
Okay.
If I can. 1 second here as I switch over some music. Oh, weird. Okay, so you guys leave out into the area to where you guys follow into the beach. You guys make your way stealthily, and about 20 minutes out before we go, Grok signals everyone to drink their invisibility potion or cast invisibility on themselves, whichever they prefer.
All right. So,
It's invisibility time.
it's Morbin time.
As,
It's Morbin time.
Grok-
Never apologize for Morbin.
Grok can cast on himself to be invisible.
Uvek just feels just like a giant headache start playing in the back of his head. Like, ah, God, what the hell?
Now, remember, everyone, we need to be invisible, but to make sure that we don't lose each other, I will just drag this. As he turns himself invisible, he says, just to make sure that everybody knows where we're going, he just bends down and you just see this stick floating in the air now. Follow me.
Actually, I wonder.
Are we in a forest?
You're technically like on an outskirts of like you're by a beach area basically.
So it'd be weird for a crow.
Yeah, a crow kind of flying around on the beach. I mean, it would
Almost,
be there, right?
yeah.
But at the same time, you have no idea what you're to expect from the buyers again, right?
Cool.
So a crow would possibly be fine, but at the same time, you have no idea how paranoid these people are.
Cool.
So if you want to make your crow invisible, you can. If you want them to be visible thinking it's fine, you can do that as well.
I will just ban
Jericho
him out.
Jericho can
Yeah.
will mention. Well, actually, no. That's a good question. If I were to drink a potion of invisibility, I don't think I could maintain invisibility on somebody else. Would I? I think we
It's
had a
not
whole
possible.
conversation about
A
like.
potion does not require concentration.
Okay. I thought we had a whole conversation revolving
Well,
around
no,
but yeah.
that is specifically Gwendolyn's potions. Like Gwendolyn
got it.
isn't. Gwendolyn's class gives them kind of like potions that are kind of like expended casting, but
Okay.
these are like standard potions that require a shit ton of gold to make. Don't require concentration.
The
Okay.
concentration is to keep the potion down, you know?
Keep the potion down. I
So-
love that.
Yeah. So technically,
Um,
with a potion, you can have the potion and a concentration spell up.
Okay. Well, then
Yeah.
Jericho would mention that to Gwendolyn. I don't particularly mind.
I mean, I can also do the same. Well, actually, she's casting invisibility on herself. Well, I mean, she can also drink her potion. If I was to hide Jericho underneath, like, her hat. And-
Nah,
oh, sorry.
technically
You mean
Jericho's
Hemlock?
another Hemlock's.
No,
Yeah,
Jericho, Hemlock.
yeah, Hemlock's a creature, so no, it
Yeah.
wouldn't make him invisible.
It's okay. I
will
like the idea of a tiny Jericho to equip.
I'm just going to bamf him out.
I mean, that's the simplest solution. You don't need them for scouting. You guys all know where you're going for this.
Yeah.
So anyways, you guys all get yourselves ready for invisibility. Micah, I'm assuming Zacky's still just listening in, will wander off and say they have to go take care of some other stuff. So with that, everybody can make me a stealth check as you approach the location.
Alright, guys. Here's to me not fucking this over.
Okay.
Quick question.
Don't forget you have advantage, Andy. They're invisible.
Yeah, but I also have disadvantage due to my heavy armor.
Oh yeah.
Wait, if that's the case, then it screams. I have enhance ability.
You
You can't
do, but
cancel
you
us.
can't get double advantage, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, not Andy, Judah. You could
can't
cast a guidance, but you wouldn't be able to give him a.
Oh, then yeah, I can do guidance.
But
then.
if
But
you cast
guidance,
guidance, you
it
don't-
breaks.
Yeah, you would break your invisibility, exactly.
So does
Right, because spell
any spell.
screams and cries and throws up.
Don't worry,
Okay,
guys.
well-
The DC's not high.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to like get back into the groove of like preparing for missions and things like
I
that
also
because
assume
haven't
it's a
really
group
done anything
check,
yet.
So as long as the majority of us pass.
Well, I mean, technically, I don't do that. In this case, I
Oh, you
will.
don't do that?
I don't generally do that because the whole purpose of groups is it's one of those things where it's like it's weird to me that a group somehow has a better chance of succeeding than an individual.
It's more like
Wait till he
It
finds out about
depends.
ants.
it depends on the group.
Yeah.
You social insects would like to have a word with you.
I view it as other people rolling high and someone rolling low, as everyone props that person up and helps them so that the whole group is not seen. Personally, that's how I do
Eh.
it.
We can always talk about it later.
In any case, it's not important at the moment for today.
Yeah.
The check was a 10, guys. You're all fine.
Okay.
Right?
Well, Jericho has an
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
advantage.
Screams. Me forgetting how to use this sheet.
Shift.
Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys,
Pretty good.
everybody's good. Everybody's good. So as you guys, as a group, stealth, and also if you were invisible, worst case scenario, they wouldn't be able to see you regardless.
Yeah.
But you guys sneak up, and what you guys see is in the distance, you see a group of shadowy figures carrying these large boxes behind them. As you see what looks to be a second group of shadowy figures approach them. You guys are keeping your distance at this point, so you're about 200 yards away, right? Because you don't want to get too close, hence why the DC is so low. As you guys watch, you see the group start to talk and seem to exchange. As you hear Thrains look over, he goes, "That would definitely be the group we are after. It looks like they are making the exchange now." As you see these figures grab the large boxes and then seem to hand them a sack of what you can assume is full of gold and start wandering off with these large crates. Anyone who would like to make an attempt may take a perception check to see what they can gather of the people at the beach.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Jericho's gonna guidance. Oh wait, I can't guidance anything.
Yeah.
I lied.
You can, but it'll be really weird when you all of a sudden pop up in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
Gentlemen. Just let me disappear.
Okay, Uvek, you roll your perception check, and you, as you look out, one thing you notice about the buyers that strikes you odd is they're kind of short. They're not.
Like dwarves, or like, are we talking dwarf short or?
Yeah, well,
Manlets.
it's a little
They're
hard to
all
tell at the
manlets.
distance you are. They're definitely shorter than the sellers, but you would. I'm the buyer. Yes.
I'm just picturing that was Micah's business that they had to leave for.
The little baby men.
Micah's just secretly only like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, you gather dwarf size based off looking at them in that general range. They're not tiny. They ain't gnomes or halflings. They're bigger than that, but they're definitely shorter than the average humanoid.
So we've got possibly. Sorry, we got possibly dwarves to deal with. If I had to guess, they're probably the manufacturers carrying the crates of guns.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, dwarves are some of the best craftsmen out there.
Hmm.
At least that's what my teacher told me.
If anything, I think that makes their involvement in this concerning.
Well, can't make a full assumption yet. Let's wait until we see the deal go down first.
Of course.
And is it right if... So, like, how close should we get? Uvek's just gonna ask his fellow orc companion. Or not, no companion, sorry.
Well, if there's an orc and an all, either would be fine.
Did both of them come with us?
Yeah, Grok and Thane both. Remember, I gave you 2 NPCs because we're down Zach.
Got it. Got
Otherwise,
Right.
this combat's going to be very touch and go.
Got it.
Yeah.
With us being touched and them going.
Yeah.
So how close do we get? Do you want us to be within running range, or it's up to
We'll follow them closer. We want to see where the main base is in case there's more of them.
Alright.
Again, basically, we'll follow them towards wherever they're planning to transport said goods. Then we'll have more information to work with. Otherwise, plus we want the others to leave to make sure we don't raise the suspicions of the merchant.
Alright. Alright, you three ready? He just turns back to... He goes back to turn to back to Jericho, Juniper,
I like the idea that you go back to turn to him, but you're all invisible, so you have no idea
Yeah, no,
who that
that's-
is.
That's the joke. Uvek is turning back towards them, expecting to see them behind him, but he's like, oh right, I can't see you. Just hopes that they're behind him. Don't tell me don't tell me that they're behind me. And just reaches behind. Actually, no, I'm in front of you.
It's the Disney. They're right behind me, aren't they? I hate it.
So as you guys look over, because we'll follow them up to where they're going and make our way towards them. Hopefully we'll be able to take them out from this point, but as I said, we want to try to stop the guns, figure out where they are, and then we'll move. But let's start moving towards them. They seem to be leaving. We'll follow them from here.
Before we engage in any combat, I'd like to be able to summon Hemlock, if need be. So need a moment just before we engage.
I would agree with that. Depends where we engage. Maybe we could take them by surprise where engagement won't be necessary, but we'll see how this is going to go. We have to first find out where this is first. But yes, we'll give you a moment to summon your bird. So, as you guys continue following, you see them kind of go into what looks to be like an offshoot area, and you see something odd happen as these figures with the boxes look about, and all of a sudden go in the water.
The figures with the boxes
Submerge in the water.
Interesting. And wait, these are the sellers or the buyers?
These are the buyers. The sellers have left.
Okay.
Robo selling the wares underwater, keeping them nice and hidden.
Could be.
Were the boxes wooden? Could we tell from that distance?
You think they looked wooden.
They looked wooden.
But again, if they're full with guns, they'd also be heavy enough to sink.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Oh, but why were they waterlogged guns? You know what? It doesn't matter.
I mean, it also could be you figure the boxes were waterproof.
Yeah, that's valid.
Right? Like, it's not hard to make waterproof barrels and such, so...
Jericho's intelligence and wisdom are warring right now.
Yeah. Fair. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like we might have to go for a swim.
Oh.
I have no objections. I actually quite like the water.
Let's go for a swim then.
Kind of looks at each other. This could be dangerous, though. Visibility will be less effective in that sense.
I mean,
Wouldn't
How-
it only
I mean,
Sorry.
it's still effective. It's just less effective in the sense that,
Oh no. Jericho was just curious. It's just like, is the water particularly calm? Like, this is along the shore side, so I imagine it's like has normal ocean activity.
yeah, it's got waves and movements.
Wouldn't invisibly work normal until we exit the water, and then we'd be dripping.
Yeah, that's the
would-
problem. As soon as you leave the
Yeah.
water, you'll be
Yeah.
dripping. Like, the water will be very clear on you.
Good point. Good point.
Right? Like,
But
that's it.
Swimming should be fine.
Yeah, swimming you should be fine. But as soon as you leave that water, you're basically visible for at least the opening. Right? Like, it's going to take a couple of secs for the water to clear off you. You'll have an outline.
Well, let's carry on.
Indeed. Let's just continue going. As you guys move into the water, you start swimming through. And as you swim through, as you guys dive into the water and look about, everybody roll me either an investigation or a perception check right now as you enter the waters. As you do lose sight of them as you were a bit behind.
Investigation.
Okay. Yeah, everybody passes easily. As you guys look about, you do difficult sometimes to track under the water. You do notice something odd as you see what looks to be like a in the side of the shore looks to be a cave, an underwater cave area. Considering you do not see the figures anywhere, you assume whatever moved into that cave.
Wait. So could you explain the scenery a little bit more to me? Like, because I'm seeing water.
So you guys, you guys went to the beach, and then you saw the guys submerge. You guys followed in after, so you were under the water. And as you followed under the water, they didn't seem to swim out towards the ocean. Because you guys weren't far enough behind that you probably still could have caught them if they were swimming out towards the ocean. But you look behind you where they went down into the water, and then you see a cave pretty much as you go to the bottom of the lake.
Oh, okay. So, and also by lake you mean ocean?
Yeah, bottom of the ocean floor. You see a cave going back inland.
Cave going back inland. Okay, so from what I'm understanding, so it's not an underwater cave. It just happens to be like I guess a cove is like the correct term that kind of etches into like the side of the shoreline almost.
No, kind of. It is underground, so it is a cave.
Okay.
Right. It is a cave that has water going into it.
Okay.
And that's what you see right now. You see a hole. You see a hole in the side of the cliff of the shoreline that's been dug out.
Okay.
I'll say with the investigation of 19, Juniper, because that's the investigation over the perception. With an investigation, you notice that this is unnatural. Looks like it's been dug out.
Okay.
This is man-made, a man-made hole dug into the side.
Ooh.
You also notice.
Sorry, do I know of any, like, I guess more directly, do I know much about Duragar?
You can roll me a history check.
Sorry. I accidentally just dropped something on my table, so I'm just going to clean that up.
Oh.
Well, you know a shit ton about Duragar. So I'll say to make this quick, Jericho, what do you know, Judah, about Duragar?
I don't know too much shit other than they're basically evil mining deep underground dwarf in.
Okay,
like,
I'll give you all the important stuff then. So
Got it.
you know a lot about Duragar with a 22. You basically know everything you need to know. One, Duragar used to be dwarves.
Uh-huh.
They technically still are, but what happened is a long time ago, the Duragar were captured by mind flayers and enslaved. The rest of the dwarven people wrote those dwarves off as losses and never went to save them. Then they made a deal with a dark god that freed them from the mind flayers. And now the Duergar despise old dwarves and Highlanders and basically everybody.
Got it.
They are very powerful and very magic. They are, well, let's just say very powerful. They have innate magic that most dwarves do not have. One thing you know about Duergar, they have two things every Duergar is just genetically disposed to be able to do. First off, old Duergar can turn invisible.
Okay.
Second, old Duergar are capable of getting big boy. In other words, they all can enlarge themselves.
Lovely.
God, you rolled really high. I think you also had, in that investigation, with your history and Jennifer's investigation, you also notice one other thing. In the sand, you don't see a footprint, or at least you see what looks to be a pair of normal-looking footprints, and you can tell from the size they're probably dwarf in size.
Okay.
But next to the footprint, much deeper set, looks to be a very odd-shaped footprint. Like, it doesn't look human in any way, shape, or form. It's not absurdly large or anything, but how to describe it in a way that your character would get it? It looks like it's something that is more machine-based than human-based. Like,
interesting.
And again, because you rolled a 22, that strikes something in your memory. Roll me an advantage Arcana check to see how much you get for this, because this is Arcana, not history.
Oh, I'm good with this shit.
Hey, 19's a pass. All of a sudden you go, oh, you remember a horror story your mom told you as a kid.
I'm really enjoying this idea of, like, Jericho knows a lot about the monster races, but only because his mom used to love scaring the shit out of him with horror stories in order to get him to do shit.
Yeah, I mean, considering you set me up for that earlier, that's what I'm running with.
Yeah.
You heard of terrible horror stories from your mom about Duergar. One of the horror stories you heard is Duergar have something called pain engines. And she's always warned you as a child that if you were misbehaved and hurt others, the Duergar would grab you and shove you in one of their pain engines. And what a pain engine was, she told you, is Duergar, who were very naughty boys, would be put in these horrific machines that would keep you alive and then use your agony and screams to power its engines.
I would like to think that his mother did not traumatize him to such an extent, but he was given a watered down version, but when he later figured out what that was actually about,
yeah,
he nearly threw up on the book that he found it from.
Yeah, that's the actual thing that happens, is you are tortured like you are put into a robot machine and then psychically tortured to make the machine run.
Lovely.
So you gather that based off the fact you're dealing with Duergar, that you're assuming, like, you're kind of putting two and two together here.
Yeah.
You see Duergar, and you see inhuman footprints that look like they're a machine, and that reminds you of these horrific pain engines you were told of. And then when you found out more about them, you realize, oh, mommy.
You guys can just hear Jericho retching, like, ugh.
Are you okay? Are we still underwater?
For the purposes of this, let's say you guys are, when you saw that, you back up enough so you can talk out loud. Like, you swam back up for a quick conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, you're very troubled, mumbling from Jericho in between an occasional retch and just like a very quiet, I'm gonna be sick.
Not found the water?
No, that's not it. I actually quite like the water. I mean, I'm from Waterdeep of all things. It's just I may have made a bit of connection as to what might we be dealing with.
Mm.
Is anyone else familiar with Duragar?
Am I?
Not as much.
Roll me a history check.
Nope.
You, nope, not. You don't even know the Dark Dwarves. You've never heard of the Durgar. They're not exactly a common race.
I roll 2.
Before you do, Jericho's just going to like, they're like dwarves, but very freaking weird, and that's going to be a form of inspiration given to you.
Okay, Ubek.
Oh, fuck.
Add a D6, but it ain't gonna help.
Yeah.
8. Sorry.
You
It'd be
know
like
they're
that.
dwarves.
Well, maybe, but probably Grimlock probably mentioned them, but I was probably hammer rain, so a weapon or armor at the time. So why don't you fill me
Oh
in?
no, that's fine. They're not exactly a thing. Creatures that are talked about very much. I mean, you don't hear about too much what goes on beyond beneath your feet. So basically, they're like dwarves, but they have 1, 2, 50 bolts loose, so to speak. In that, they kind of. Actually, here's a perfect way. Take your average dwarven person and mix them with the likeness of that of a hag, right? That's kind of what you're dealing with. Is what my mind is currently putting together. They're very bad and very underground and can cast scary magic, and there's these things that they throw you in when you're bad, and it's not good. And from just the little bits and pieces and clues that I was able to pick up from, that's seeming like where it's heading.
So hit them really hard, is what you're saying.
Let me put it this way. When my mother first told me about this, when I was real young, of course it wasn't the exact one-to-one definition of what they were, but I had a nightmare about them after the fact of her telling me about this when she was just trying to, I don't know, scare me into washing some dishes, and I woke up and I found out that I wet myself. For very good reason.
Alright, so hit them very. I see your point.
Very scary.
Alright. Well, that's the case.
You said they put you in something. What is this thing?
So, actually, I guess let me put it this way. So, you know how have you ever went to a magic show or something of the sort?
I mean, when they pass by.
Well, have you ever seen that of an Iron Maiden or a coffin filled with spikes?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like that, where they can stuff you into this sort of box thing of sort that is capable of constantly inflicting pain onto you, but it's that pain that actually makes this sort of, I don't know, furnace or I guess similar to that of the steam engines you have here in Unity. But instead of course, heated water, it's pain that keeps it running.
Well, that does not sound like a opportune moment to be at one of those, so I'm
Yep,
just gonna
certainly.
go with
Certainly not ideal to be a slave of which pain is the only good resource that you're capable of giving.
Alright, so I'm just
They are
gonna
technologically savvy, is what you're saying.
Just going more with technologically horrifying, but I suppose your definition is just about as good as mine.
I'm more concerned at the simple fact of this. That would indicate, and I hate to say this, they might be the worst possible people to get a hold of guns. If
Other
you-
than the fact that they're inherently very evil and scary, yes.
Well, if these pain engines are what you say they are, I can only imagine what they would do with enhancements upon them.
All the more reason to stop them. So
We should probably get moving before they get the guns. Yeah.
You can practically see the air vibrating with how much Jericho is trembling.
At least the
Sorry, I
water
didn't mean
is,
to-
man. It's a good thing no sharks are nearby. You'd just be a huge.
Oh, absolutely. I can smell fear, but I don't know where it's coming from.
So you guys head down towards the underwater. I'm assuming you head towards that mined out cave.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. 1 second here. I accidentally closed the page I need. You guys start moving through the water and swimming through it. As you do so, you finally come up to where it's to be a... Like I said, it was very much man-made, and as you go, it starts to slope upwards as you guys approach. Until it starts to dry out. You don't... I'm not going to let you leave the water yet, because you still have time to do some prep, because again, you are aware as soon as you leave the water, you're going to be visible for a few seconds. Oh, night, Nikki. Thanks for joining us.
Night.
There, Nick.
So as you guys you do see what looks to be where the cave comes to an end and slopes upwards. And it looks like the water you can see where it looks to be dry land approaching. And I will say everybody roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm so good at this. 1 second.
You guys are on fire tonight.
Yeah, we'll just wait till combat.
Oh, I thought that was my nat 20 for a second. I was pog, but still.
I mean, still, you guys all fucking passed. You guys all look, and you can see what looks to be. You can just make out you see guards, in other words. You look out, you see the figures of guards through the water. Just on the shore, like just the top of their heads.
Alright.
Now, you're still underwater.
Take that as Jericho's internal monologue, then.
Yeah. Just to let you know, so, if you guys wish to make a move, if you want to make a plan, you guys can back out and go back up and breathe to talk and come back down, or you can make a move. But that will be your guys' choice. I will say, for the purposes of that, you guys were smart enough to talk it through with the others. You have some sort of signal to go back versus go forward, which is, for the simplicity's sake, if someone picks up a handful of sand and drops it, that means go back. So you have the ability to retreat with a hand signal.
Jericho's rapidly throwing up sand.
Are we going back?
So
Yes.
So you can head back to talk about what you saw. So you exit back to the water where you can now have a conversation again.
Guys, I don't know if I was just thinking it up, but I'm pretty sure I saw some guards up there.
I think I
I think there's.
that as well.
Well, if you guys want, I could take the lead on this. I could push him over the edge into the water, and you could drown him.
Didn't they just come from the water, though?
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
a
right.
slope, Andy. You'd have to it's not an edge.
hold them down.
I, for one, like the idea of rolling dwarves down a hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slope upwards, right? That's why you saw them. Like, it's sloped up.
Well, either way, I can go out front if you guys want to stay back and just throw shit at them.
No, no. Whatever we do, we need to do it together. I was just making sure to confirm, and to be completely honest,
Go ahead.
I'm having a hard time thinking of any other way that we can go about this without direct confrontation.
Can we see the map, please, if that's possible? No.
The map of the 1 second. I have to find it again. I accidentally turned off the quick
Navigation.
navigation. Yeah, so I gotta find it again.
Also, do you think we can have a potty break soon?
Yeah, we can take it right now while I do that.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, so be back in like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, go back in 5. Yeah, we'll take a 5-minute break for people who need it.
Sounds good. I'll be back.
Also, where am I here? Dungeons, that's what I was looking for. There's the cave. There we go, toggle navigations. Sure, I'll show you what you guys. I'll say you can see this. Activate the map. So that's what you'd see. Oh shit. Actually, let's take that storm you sell there. Oh, Daisy, you're soaking wet. Just dry it off.
And back. Sorry about that.
Not big trouble, Andy. Nobody else is back yet.
Ah, fair.
Anyways, that's the map that you see so far.
Ah, good.
That's what you saw when you poked your head, when you kind of saw from this cliff edge. But as you see, not exactly something you can shove them down.
Yeah, fair. Guys, I cannot ship how to open. So I don't have a. I have a boom stand for my microphone, and unfortunately, the plate that I need to hook up the bottom piece is missing. So I gotta find something that won't scratch the shit out of my desk.
Gotcha.
Let's see. What do I have here that I could use?
How was your day today, anyways, Andy?
What?
I said, how was your day today?
Slow as hell. It was just not a fun time at work. I was just basically sitting around for 6 hours doing nothing. And then the other 2 hours was me just making prep. So, not a fun day. How about you?
Busy as hell today at work.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, we did 4,000. It was $4,000 day.
I can just hear my manager just screaming in agony.
I was just
Jealousy.
Yeah. Oh god, man, it's like fucking like we were hit right till like we closed a half hour early too.
Really?
Yeah. Just because everyone was
Jesus.
so goddamn tired at that point. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna close.
I have face down.
Yo, dude.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I was saying that's what you guys saw when you popped up.
And that was Uvek sticking his head
I love
out
it.
to see those dwarves.
I love it.
Yeah, wait till you get to see the actual the paint engines.
I'm not. I don't love it.
Those are just normal Duragar you see now.
Here.
Yeah,
What do we
Oh, we're on
see?
the map now. Okay.
yeah, you're on the map. You
What do
can't
we
see because
see?
you have no dark vision.
I know. I know.
That's problematic. You're the
can
only
I-
one in the party without dark vision.
Can I pop Hemlock up to see momentarily? And then bamf him back out again
Yeah. God,
in the water?
I'm just trying to think if that counts as for invisibility breaking.
It's not casting a spell, I don't think. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm
Yeah,
not
exactly.
casting a spell. I don't think so because I was able to do inspiration and be fine.
Yeah, well, inspiration's non-magical.
Yeah, it's when you cast a spell.
Yeah,
It's
I think I
just,
get-
as an action, I can dismiss and then.
Yeah, okay, then you're probably fine.
But I don't think I can drag Hemlock out.
Really? Okay, I'll do it for you. There you go.
Oh, I see. I mean, is there a possibility we can sneak past them?
I don't think so.
I mean, again, as soon as you guys leave the water,
Oh yeah, that's right.
like that's why
Yeah,
I
come
made
on.
sure to point that out.
That's right.
Right, yeah, because you'll very much be visible for a few seconds. Plus, as I pointed out, Durgar are well aware what invisibility is. Every single one of their race can do it.
Yeah.
So frankly, it's seeming like the best course of option is to just jump those fuck.
Yeah, you guys will get one free advantage attack each because you're invisible.
Are they
Fair, fair.
surprised?
They technically wouldn't be surprised. but you guys would get your advantages because you're invisible.
Yeah.
And in your case, Gwendolyn, you would be blind without Hemlock, so Hemlock would be very visible.
Yeah.
So you need Hemlock, otherwise you can't fight in the cave.
Go off by sound. Well.
I mean, you could. You'd still be at disadvantage for everything because you're still blind.
I've always wanted to play a blind fighting character. It's one of these that make me think.
I guess I've just been holding someone's hand literally the whole, probably just Juniper's.
Yeah, I mean, I assume you guys, again, these are things like I said, as you guys say, I'm not going to penalize you for not thinking of everything in advance. Like, I'd assume you guys would have worked out a way to stay together, like linking chain hands. Hell,
Everybody's just holding on to a bit of Juniper's hair.
yeah, like, there are ways you guys could have stayed together invisible, right? You would have worked something out. Like, I'm not too concerned. Like, I'm trying.
I'm still willing.
It's just obviously
Maybe we
Gwendolyn can't see, but I mean, since Gwendolyn can't see her companions anyways, it doesn't change a lot. Oddly enough, if Zaku was here too, Zaku would also be having the same problem with being completely blind.
Sad.
I thought Zaku was half elf or elf.
No.
No, they're changeling.
Ah,
I mean, the party doesn't know that, but the players
Yeah.
did.
and I don't have light anymore. This is big sad. Well, I just vote we just charge them, and yeah.
Well, sounds about right to me.
Let me see. I'm familiar.
I can take the hits while you guys throw a bunch of shit at them. All right.
I can assist you in the front line, my friend. That's Thrain.
Rain. Back. We'll just give him the Schwarzenegger arm.
So,
I'm glad to get. Yeah, we got this.
how would you rule a familiar delivering a spell if I can't see? If it says creature you can see, but my familiar can see.
Technically,
Are
you
you
have to be looking through your familiar's eyes.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. Otherwise, that would make like you can't use your familiar. Like you could see as long as you're seeing through your familiar's eyes. Otherwise, you'd have no reference.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't have light.
I mean, you have torches.
We just emerged from water.
Generally, D&D rules, you can light your torch still.
Light your wet ass torch. Let's go.
Actually, let me check Grok. Maybe he's got something for you.
I mean, I have dancing lights. It's
yeah.
okay.
Oh, you got
Uh,
dancing lights. You're fine then, yeah.
The reason why I didn't pick up light was because Juniper also has it, and we traveled together. So
Yeah, because you can't really rely on your familiar 24/7 because that's a big glaring weakness as soon as an AoE spell hits them.
yeah. Why Gwendolyn carries torches, but we just emerged from water.
I
You
mean,
can still light the torch.
also, I'm pretty sure, like, there's,
I don't
again,
know if that's
I know, I was just saying, I would say, realistically, you'd have a way to waterproof the torch, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
like, it's D&D,
That's what I'm
I'm not
thinking of.
gonna, I know realism's one of my things, but again, I'm trying to, like, not be like, oh, you guys didn't think of it, so you're screwed thing again. I'm like, you would have saw it was water, you know you need a torch to see, you know you're going into a cave, there would be plenty of ways to waterproof the torch, realistically.
Put it in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Like that's.
It's still going to
just
take an
casual.
action to light a torch, but you'd be able to do it as soon as you emerge from the water.
Yeah.
Need to actually check those. I just realized I did not get torches. What is wrong with me?
You don't have torches?
No.
Well,
I do. You
I
can have a
feel
torch.
like I would probably have bought torches. I don't know why I don't have any. I think I relied on Juniper a little too much.
I think so.
All right, here. Uvek doesn't
No, it's
need his
alright.
torches.
It's
Literally.
alright. I'll buy my own torches.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
I have torches and I don't even need them because I have dark vision. It's fine.
yeah, I think it's just because your starting kit didn't come with torches. Some of them don't.
Yeah.
So here, you have some torches.
How many?
Yeah, 5.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, no, never mind. You have 10.
That's gonna weigh me down. I don't want 10.
When all of a sudden starts moving because they're carrying too many torches.
What's it
Alright.
called? Cinderbox? I don't know.
Tinderbox.
Tinderbox here.
That's what it is.
Which also I'm pretty sure Uvek has.
Let me check.
She would have her own. It's okay.
Yeah,
Plus-
I have a tinderbox if need be.
Realistically, she would have those.
Yeah, again, I mean, I'm not punishing because you didn't think about it. As long you just got to buy them now. Again,
Yeah.
I wouldn't punish something that stupid because that just you obviously would, especially if you're a non-dark vision person. Like, not having torches in D&D without dark vision is just asking for problems unless you have the light spell as well.
What's your incumbents ruling? Is it just
I just use the simple, Lara. As long as you're encumbered, like, you can't move, but up to that point, you're fine.
what's the encumber weight then?
15
Is it
times
just
your
15?
strength.
Okay. Cool. I'm good.
I mean,
Alright.
the cheat should track that anyways, I believe.
It does. I'm just wondering whether or not I am like what your encumbrance ruling was. Whether
Oh yeah, well I don't.
the increments.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's the increment thing, but I find that I've never seen anybody use them. In my hardcore game, I'd probably enforce it, but for this, again,
Yeah.
this is meant to be lighter and fun.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be too strict on that. Anyway, so you guys are ready. So if you guys emerge from the water, again, you won't get a surprise because they're obviously literally lookouts, literally looking for people. They just brought in the guns. They're on high alert. Right?
Alright.
But I will say this. When you guys roll initiative for this, you all get advantage because of this.
Alright.
Is there a way for? Oh no, I guess I can't fucking see anything.
Yeah, you're blind.
Trying to think. I guess I can use. Then I have to feed. I'm trying to feed Hemlock the potions, if possible. I don't think I could feasibly do that.
Not in the water, no.
Yeah.
That'd be a little tricky as you pop the potion as it just dissipates immediately.
Yeah.
I'm
like, I was trying to think. Okay, so I stick it like in up the water. I mean, I guess I could have done it on the other side of the water.
I mean, yeah, you could have done
Unless-
it earlier, yeah. I mean, how long do the potions last?
An hour.
Then you're fine. Yeah,
So,
you just did it.
Unless,
Hmm?
does bamfing the Hemlock out get rid of the potion effects or no? Because it doesn't say, so it's deemed.
I'll let you say, you know what? I'm gonna say for this case, I'm gonna say no, just because the effects will stay. Because it's not like Hemlock died. He just went to
Yeah.
another plane of existence and came back. It'd be
Yeah.
like plane shifting.
No.
Right?
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah. So you could feed Hemlock the potions above water.
And then do it. Yeah.
Then bamf him out, and then you'll be blind for a round until you bamf him back in.
Cool. I'll bamf him in the water just as we are about to head up.
Okay, and then I'll see you. I will say, because you do that though, Gwendolyn, your initiative will be flat, just because Hemlock gave you away.
Yeah, that's fine.
But everybody else
Alright,
rolls at advantage. Anyway, so roll initiative, everybody.
Woo!
Declaration.
Oh, sorry. Just a quick thing, because I don't know if this is even something that I can do before the actual campaign, lol, the combat. And I guess I could do it on my turn. I don't know, but I wanted to cast Bane on those motherfuckers right as we're about to jump them.
Well, again, you don't have a surprise round, because again, you will be visible as soon as you emerge. Plus, Bane's a verbal spell, and because you
That's
don't have breathe water, you have to leave the water before you cast it.
Okay.
Wait, did you say we're doing initiative with advantage?
Yeah, you get advantage.
How do you do that?
Yeah, it's not letting me do
I
that.
don't know how to do that.
Just roll it again. If you.
I can't.
You can't.
Oh.
I'll just roll another d20
Really?
minus
You
1.
can't.
16.
I swear you
Nope.
can.
I will click initiative and it doesn't do anything.
Oh no! You click if you right click your token, you should see re-roll initiative.
Oh.
I click my token.
No, not your token. Like I mean, in the
The
combat
initiative bar.
encounter, in the initiative bar.
Target. No, it just says target.
No, like.
I
Like-
think we can't do that.
Okay, I'll roll it for you then.
I was just gonna roll a d20 and if it's higher then...
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, that's the other way. Just roll d20 if you want to do it that way.
Yeah, I rolled a d20, so 16.
Ooh.
Lower.
Are we able to edit our initiative score?
I think only DM can do that. I think that's what it's set to currently.
Reroll initiative, clear initiative, update combatant. I guess that's how I do it. Yeah.
That's up there.
Yeah, there it is. So 16 is what you got, Andy?
Yes.
Mine's fine.
Yours fine. Anybody else?
I need to update mine to 21.
Ooh, nice.
Damn.
Yeah. Jericho's a fast boy.
He is.
Well, you'll get your Bane off.
Fuck yeah.
Do that.
I mean, as long as I move before them, I'm fine. But yeah.
Juniper, what's your initiative?
18.
Or, you know, not your initiative. Yeah, I meant your dex.
Plus 2. 14.
Okay, so you would move first then. Let me just arrange that proper. Just put 0.5 in there so you're ahead. There we go.
So good, I can't see the enemies on the tracker yet, so...
Fuck.
Weird.
What?
They're on the tracker. Oh, it's because the combat
Oh,
hasn't
it's just
started. Begin combat. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I don't see them on the initiative.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just have
there,
to begin the combat.
Yeah. Cool.
Aw, she. Oh no, Gwendolyn at 7.
That's fine. I'm okay with this.
Wait, did you roll 7 twice, or what was it?
No,
No,
Gwendolyn
I
didn't
don't.
get advantage.
I don't have it.
Oh,
Yeah, because
okay.
he used an action to bamf in the bird, so the
Oh,
bird
okay.
he was his giveaway. So I took away the advantage because that seemed fair for giving him the. He got the free action to bring the bird up.
No,
I mean,
get
I'm
it.
still invisible.
Yeah,
so
but you're
I
still
can-
invisible. Yeah.
All right, let's see. But yeah, no. Jericho rises, appears, and that's finally when you get to see just how fucking scared he looks.
Except you're invisible, but until you cast the spell, then you'll be visible again.
Ah, yes. But yeah, he go fucking cast Bane on these motherfuckers. A little bit of that same light blue spiritual energy begins to surround them as what seems to be wraiths and ghouls, the likes of which you've probably seen, been told to you, or within stories, whichever you've seen of ghostly apparitions. They're loose enough to where there's no distinct features, but enough to discern the scowls and faces from them as it surrounds them. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna go ahead and cast Bane on all of them, so they gotta make charisma saving throws.
Yeah, one sec. I realized I haven't actually finished the initiatives. I forgot to add Grok and Thane.
It'd be like that.
There we go. They're in.
Here's this though.
They also had advantage.
Oh,
Yeah, I
whoops!
guess that's true. I'll
rolled my.
reroll.
I failed my own charisma save. No.
No.
This is so sad. Alexa played Despacito.
Right.
That's the worst. And oops, that's a D10, not a D20. Okay, well that didn't matter.
Literally did not
I'm
matter.
guessing it on all three of these hoes. I don't know.
That was just rolling the initiative for the advantage initiative, so that was
Oh,
their checks.
okay.
Okay, so you're casting Charisma Bane. I just gotta read it. 3 spells.
Here's negative D4 as well.
Well, no, I know what it does. I just need to know whether it counts as a charm effect.
No, it's not a charm.
Okay. So these are flat
charm-
roll.
It's against
it's
the
the
effect.
opposite of bless, so it's
Yeah, I know, but I know what it is. I just because they Duergar have resistances, extra resistances, so I have to double check all the spells for that. Now he's baned. Okay, I will mark him as such. Where's Bane? And blind, burning, charm, bleeding, asleep. Is Bane not on here? Weird. Target is your pick of it. I'm gonna use the bless signal where you just know it's blaned. It's baned as well. It's just, they don't have a bane for whatever reason.
Yeah, no problem. Speaking of which, actually, let me.
No, that builds the DC as well.
Sorry, I just put that down because I forgot to roll for the day earlier, so I could have one of my narratives going on my subclass. I was just doing that ahead of time. Oh, that's actually a really good one for me. Cool.
Hey, you ban all 3 of them.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
You just have these little ghostly apparitions seemingly clawing and pushing against their bodies, particularly, of course, whenever they move about. But right now, it's just like little JoJo's menacing symbols all over.
So as you emerge from the water and cast the bane, the 3 look at you. Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
Yes.
Anybody else?
no.
Okay, so Uvek, you're the only one who understands them as they look over at the lot of you and go, "Ugh! Intruders! Take them out!" Again.
And that's the moment when Jericho hears scary dwarven rough language, and he just
Yeah, it's like it's Dwarven, but it's worse because it's Dwarven with Underdark accent. So it's like basically when a Russian person talks, and except you don't even know the language on top of it.
Jericho's just gonna lightly tuck himself behind there. And I think since that was an action, I guess, I suppose my bonus, I will go ahead and give an inspiration, or inspiration is a bonus action, correct? Miss Horn. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and give that also to Uvek.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
In the form of, please keep these scary small demon creatures away from me.
You got it, man. You got it.
Okay, Jennifer, you're up.
Aren't they just regular people?
Was that Hemlock?
Yeah.
You see Jericho just shaking his head faster than light can see.
So I just need to make sure that I remember the rule correctly. So basically, this is dim light for me, which means I don't get disadvantage, which means if I attack because I'm invisible, I get advantage.
Yes, you have advantage right now because you're invisible.
Okay.
For your first attack.
Sorry, my lights are waiting. I am blessed.
Depends, you don't have your character on the board there.
Which
Zaki.
one do I want to shaboosh? I'm gonna shaboosh this.
It's because you don't have your character on the board
Top
there,
guy,
Zaki.
okay.
Oh, can you drag Micah out onto the map, but just like put him on the side?
You know what? Instead of that, I'll just give Micah a visual from Thrain. I'll give Micah permission for Thrain so Zaki can see.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise, Micah's not gonna help. Micah would still be blind.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is correct. I mean, you can also just change that token to have vision.
Yeah, one sec. I can also just give him.
But yeah, you can.
There, you should be able to see now, Zaki.
Wait, is Starry Blast essentially
Nope. Wait,
Eldritch
really?
Blast?
Blast.
God.
Now let me try that again. You still can't see? Let me try. Configure permissions, observer, owner. How about now? Bottom left-hand corner of the map too, Zach. You make sure you're in the right spot.
Whee.
Okay, should have fixed it.
It might actually just be easier to drag Micah's token out and then just give them 60 feet vision or however much.
I know, except the problem is I don't want to forget to set it up later that give Micah the dark vision.
No,
Oh, no,
so
no.
set it up after you drag the token out, so then it's the token that you drag out will have.
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
effect,
that's
so
true,
it won't
yeah, yeah.
affect.
To be honest, I'm actually just about to light a torch on my turn, so.
Fair.
No, if I light a torch, I'm still invisible. So they don't know.
Except,
So I'm fine with lighting it.
yeah,
Like I'm lighting a torch and throwing it. So.
yeah. It's like, I'm like, actually, it's a weird thing lighting a torch while invisible, because the torch is invisible, but then you'd be
Then you
committing
throw it.
light, but the light's not invisible.
Yeah.
In a way, fire itself is invisible.
Yeah, but the light's not.
Exactly. Don't you just love physics?
Because if the light was
Also,
invisible,
using
then
that
you wouldn't be
light.
able to see with it.
I wish that's how light was. Sorry, I'm just very familiar with space paradoxes.
Yeah.
Shit's weird, bruh.
It'd be weird and.
Shout out to the visible light spectrum.
Anyways, Zach, you should be able to see now. So anyways, Juniper, you hit for 5 force damage.
Let's go. 5 damage.
As you ugh! As you just kind of boop, little bop on his dwarven nose. Next up is the Duragar. What's he gonna do? Yeah, you guys, he can feel that blessing. He will enlarge. As you see him start to grow in size. Which, token. Don't like how I have to actually put the numbers in to make them bigger, but you see this dwarf just and grow in massive size. And it looks right at you, Jericho.
You know, so great that they're in water right now, so no one can tell Jericho just pissed himself.
It just starts moving towards in the water towards you guys. Luckily,
Why does
bless.
it feel warmer?
Oh.
Yes,
Why does it feel warmer?
It's everyone's collective adrenaline creating the sensation of warmth. It's fine.
So seeing as this Duergar is distracted with Thryne, Uvek is going to go up to the Soul Blade. He's going to take out his Warhammer, and he's just going to smile and say, "Nice sword there, but I got a hammer." And he is going to go for a big swing directly at it. And it's going to be two-handed. He doesn't have a shield out right now.
Okay, sounds good.
How do I... 11 to hit.
That will miss. As you oh, nice sword, I got a hammer. You swing your sword, he brings his sword up and intercepts. Oh.
You have inspiration!
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
I
if you
do.
wanted to use it or not. Yeah.
I do. I would like to use it. So
It's
1d6?
D6, yep.
Damn.
Nope. Still not enough.
I'm
It's-
sorry, Joe.
Once again, as
No,
you
it's
come,
good.
bring your hammer down. He's like, nice sword, I have a hammer. You swipe your hammer down. He just brings his blade up and ting, catches it and looks at you and goes, haha, nice hammer. My sword's better.
So on now.
It's funny
It
because
is on like Donkey
and to
Kong.
everybody else, you
Yeah.
just hear as they are
Screams.
speaking Dwarvish.
I'm glad that nobody else was. I'm glad that nobody caught Uvek's stupidity right there and then. Anyway,
this Duergar. Oh, sorry.
No, it's the end of my turn.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if you had a bonus action, but
Nope.
this Duergar up. What's he going to do? Well, he got baned, so he's gonna take his. You see him like reach in his back and pull out a javelin, and he looks at the elf that just cursed him. And you just, Uvek, you hear this? You don't understand this, Jericho, but Uvek, you do. He goes, "Fucking elf scum!" And he's gonna whip a javelin at you, Jericho.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, but it gets minus D4.
What's your AC, Jericho?
It's 14.
Okay.
Nope, that'll hit.
No, I'm going to use my reaction to Familiar Bond. As a reaction, any creature that is hit within my 30 feet of Hemlock, I can roll a d4 plus half my cultist level from the attack roll. So it misses.
Nice.
That's fucking. Oh my god. Jericho loves Hemlock even more now.
So Hemlock just kind of like makes a very loud, targeted squawk at the Duergar and flies in the way to throw him off for darting back.
Okay, that's a good move. Oops, I accidentally closed the initiative tracker because I'm a dope. There we go. Next up is the Soul Blade, who is up against Uvek.
All right.
What was that noise?
It's the next turn.
Oh, okay. That spooked me.
You can turn it down.
Oh, how?
It should be on the...
Global
The-
volume interface?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He'll make a... Will he enlarge or will he just go at you? Yeah, he'll just go at you. As he will swing his Soul Blade at Uvek.
Ready. AC 17. Miss.
And he looks at you. Ugh. As he kind of just deflects off your armor, then he's going to go here as he moves about.
Uvek just kind of brushes off his armor with one hand.
Thrain's attack, he would take out his long sword and make a strike on the giant in front of him. That hits. And you know what? He's going to try to protect the bard. So he will throw on a first level smite. And add an extra 2d8 to this. For 21 total damage. That Durgar looks effed up after that. This is his holy blade strike as boosh! And Sarah, you just like almost blinded as this like Durgar just lights up. Gwendolyn, you're up.
I'm going to light a torch, and torch is what, 2040?
I think it's 1530 actually.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, it's 2020.
2020? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I know
not
the. I
2040,
thought
but,
the
like-
light spell was 20.
No, I think a light's 3030.
Could be. I just know the torch is less than light, so that's all I remembered.
I will.
No, the light is 2020.
Light is 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant. I meant.
Oh, it's
twen-
also
like-
2020.
yeah.
Okay. For some
light's
reason, I
also
could have swore the torch was less than that. Yeah, 20 foot dim, 20 foot of. Yeah, you're right.
And I will throw it to where I'm standing, but stand there anyways.
Fair.
But it'll be shining just so we don't have to make a light source and things and have it be annoying because I'm gonna pick it up anyways.
Yeah. So that was your action.
Yep.
Anything else?
I don't have a bonus action. I don't think.
Oh shit! You know what? 1 second. Okay, you didn't. I was crit fishing. I forgot his attack was at advantage because he was still invisible. Uvek, your attack was at advantage.
Oh, fuck, it was.
Roll. Just hit the plus. Let's see what happens. I'll backtrack for you.
I appreciate it.
Okay,
22?
so you did hit him with them. You still burnt the inspiration though, unfortunately, because there was kind of a mess up on both sides.
Yeah, that's fair. Can I throw a Divine Smite on top of that?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Alright, Divine Smite.
2d8, dude. So 14 damage total.
Yes.
Good hit.
Thank you.
He's bloodied.
That's my turn.
Hey,
You
Grok
got it.
is up. Oop.
Don't forget to make sure you expended a spell slot for that.
Yeah, don't forget to
Yeah,
leave.
I did. I got it.
Grok's turn. He's invisible. What's he gonna do? He doesn't have a heck of a lot he can do, honestly. He's not really a combat wizard. So he's gonna just tuck the corner here, and he's gonna try to finish off the big-ass Duragar. Because he is looking really messed up. With a good old-fashioned firebolt. Well, that'll hit, but I'll crit fish. For 5. Well,
Does he not have a modifier?
why would he have a modifier? He's a wizard using firebolt.
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm fucking stupid. I'm dumb.
What were you
I'm-
thinking of?
I'm thinking of Eldritch Blast again. I'm
Oh.
like, that's a D10. Where's the modifier?
Hypercondition by best cantrip in game.
Funnily enough, though, that's exactly the hit points he needed. So as you watch this, so I'm gonna do this because I love making Jericho's life more terrifying. So
Good.
Jericho, as you see this giant dwarf glaring down at you after this huge light bolt, he looks at you, and you feel like he's about to pick up this giant hammer to smash your head in. He goes, Uno Vunga Narga! And you hear Uvek, you understand, I'll kill you, elf! And as he says it, you just see this firebolt rip into his eyeball and his entire head bursts into flames.
Jesus.
It's a demon. He's on fire now. He's gonna kill you.
And he just collapses into the water while shrinking.
Just got big oofed.
This man.
Jericho is just
blew-
mumbling to himself. This is horrible. This is literally his childhood nightmare coming to life. Like,
Oh god.
Well, that takes care of your thieving lot. Jericho, you're up.
uh, This is one of those. This is one of those times where I'm just like, man, wouldn't it be nice to have offensive spells? But we don't have those, not in this economy. So
Cantrips.
I know Jericho's real spooked right now. No, not even cantrips. I have nothing offensive. The only offensive thing I have is angry words, angry worded letters. No,
Angry
not
words
vicious
what?
words. Not vicious words. Angry
angry.
words.
Just angry words. Okay.
Yes. And a rapier. That is it. And Jericho's kind of at this point where he's just like he's trembling and whatnot, but then he just goes ahead and takes a breath, and his demeanor changes again. As previously, before entering this entire instance, he went ahead and did a similar thing, that tear falling to the ground, creating a visage of somebody different before just kind of fading away, and he goes back to normal Jericho. But his demeanor changes, and in kind of a quick movement, he goes ahead and will dash through the sides, and will go for a forward thrust on Mr. Soulblade here.
You got this, buddy. I believe at you.
Okay, you
You
make
shouldn't.
your attack. You
But-
got a +2. Oop.
Yeah, let's see. Where? How? There we go.
12.
Oh no!
So as you go to ha-ha with your blade, you just hear like shing, and you just hear yourself the blade get knocked aside as this glowing soul blade knocks the sword aside, and you just see him growl and look at you.
Can I make a bonus action attack with my dagger, who's in my offhand?
Yeah, if you have it, yeah.
Fuck yes. Oh no!
Now what? And
Don't forget,
oh,
you don't get that +3 on your offhand.
It just rolls like that.
Oh,
but
fair
you
enough.
can just
Oh.
take it, yeah. Because otherwise,
Yeah, I get
If
you.
he
I get you.
wants to use all-
For the
yeah.
future, just remember that.
Yeah.
For I just like when we're calculating damage, we'll remember that. But you go into you go ha ha, and you go to stab, and you go God, fuck! As you realize, as you go to pierce it, like you don't take any damage, but you go to stab without realizing the soul blade was still there, and you just kind of graze your arm, giving you like a paper cut.
Jericho just this happens, and he just stomps his foot. He's just, God damn it, Jericho.
Guys, our funny little nat one. Obviously not a fumble, but it's just funny to make nat ones.
Oh, no,
more
it's hilarious.
comical, right? So.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, you still got your bonus action. No, you're out.
No,
You bonus action and actions.
Oh
Yeah.
God, shit! But you know,
Jennifer.
it's fine because this is all gonna work out. Of course it is, totally. I'm not gonna get one shot. That doesn't happen, not in this economy.
You're fine. Jennifer, you're up.
Fine.
These guys aren't that strong.
Seeing Jericho just fumble around in front of the guy, I'm gonna blast him.
Okay. That'll hit.
Real. This is what a real magic user looks like, nerd.
Doesn't kill him, but he's definitely on death's door now.
I'm helping.
You got this.
As you crack him, he's like, oh! And just kind of looks over at you, goes, again, Uvek, you understand, and goes, fucking elves. Uvek, you're up.
Oh, he also really hate me. And he's gonna give it another smack with his Warhammer.
Let's go.
So you take him a smack. This time you smack him with your warhammer, and you cave his head right in.
Actually, what I picture is kind of like just kind of instead of he's like going for the swing, but it goes around like the dwarf's neck, and he brings it in and grabs the other side, just bashes his head right directly, like gives him a huge headbutt, and just kind of caves his skull.
Yes, it's a great.
And with the blood kind of like dripping down Uvek's face, he's just gonna slowly turn around to this Durgar, smile, and begin slowly menacingly walk towards him.
Yep, for fun, roll me intimidation check, Uvek.
13.
Okay. This Durgar's gonna look at you. And he's gonna look at the situation he's in. And he's gonna go invisible!
Oh, what a bitch. He's just walking menacingly.
Forget if attacks of opportunity are.
You have to see a creature. Yeah, you can't
Are we
attack
on
it.
sand?
It's more like dirt.
Dirt.
It's like this is a cave they made. It's not sand. Like remember I said it was a man-made.
No, it's still
It's
dirt that we
stone.
can
It's
pick up.
not.
Stone?
It's like stone. Like it's proper. Like this is like underground. This would be mostly stone. It's not like soft dirt by any means.
Okay.
Thrain will look about. And he's like, fuck, he's moved. And he will. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Like, he has no idea where he is. He's just kind of searching. 60. And he's just trying to move around blindly to try to bump into him, but didn't find him. Gwendolyn, you're up.
Is it a perception check to try and find him?
You can make a perception check to try to get a general idea where he is with your action, yes.
I could do a bit of running around.
Yeah, if you bump into him, I'll let you know. That's what Thrain was trying to do. He was trying to, like, grid move.
Where was he? He was below Uvek?
He was next to Uvek. He was here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the furthest he can get to is this. And I saw Thrin move to the top.
Not bad.
I would use my free object interaction. And then I will do a dash.
Okay, right there. Oh, well, you're right here. So that at the 35-foot mark, unfortunately, you bump into him.
That's fine. Right, where is he?
He's in front of you. That's the direction we're going, so he's right there. As two invisible people just bumped into... You know what? Nobody saw you do that. You're also invisible.
I know. No, I'm holding the torch.
Okay. Again, that...
Yeah,
okay.
you did say a free object interaction, but didn't describe what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I used my free object interaction to grab the
torch. Okay, yeah, that's more... Yeah, he just... I was waiting for you to tell me what you did.
Yeah, I was like, okay, but what did you interact with?
And then, where is he?
North? Right, north, yeah.
I'll use I'm pretty sure it's a free action to drop. I will drop it at his feet.
technically when you drop, it's always at your feet.
Okay.
Like that's just how
Um,
the rules are, right? Because otherwise it's technically a throw.
That's fine. I will drop it. Can they see the torch?
Because you throw-
Because
Well,
you
not before-
lost contact with it, yeah, the spell invisibility would have
Okay.
been lost as soon as it lost contact with you.
Okay. I will call out. It's hard to say north in this.
Yeah, you're in a
It's-
cave, so you don't really have a north.
I will drop where the fireside is pointing to where he is, I guess. So
You know what? Roll me. We're gonna make this what I call what my one DM uses as luck check because again, dropping. You can't place. You would have to drop. That's kind of how the rules are. So
yeah.
roll me a flat charisma check. If you get above a 10, it's in the right direction.
I don't think it matters too much because he'll just they'll just say it's in X direction.
Yeah,
It's the torch. I don't think it matters.
But I'll do it anyways. Blech. I mean, wherever it's pointing, I'll just say it's, it's pointed degrees from where the torch is looking at. So.
I think he's just being too specific. Just be like, it's over here, and like what?
It's between Uvek and Thrin.
Yeah, there you go. That'll help.
There you go.
'Cause,
Basically.
like, the problem is like Gwen's invisible. She can't
know, that's
point.
why-
I know. That's what I was
Yeah.
telling Judah.
That's why I'm using the fucking torch to point.
Yeah.
No, my point is that this will result in some rather
I mean,
frenzied
Gwen-
actions.
Gwen, the thing is, you didn't have to drop the torch. You could have just said that he's
Oh, I can
here
still
and
hold
used.
it?
Well, yeah, because the torch
Yeah,
is
point
visible.
with the torch.
Like once
Oh,
you
okay,
dropped
well-
the torch became visible. Picking it up
Oh.
again,
You don't
it's
drop
still visible. I don't play the
Ah.
game of
Okay.
anything on you only goes invisible. New items don't. If you pick up a new
Okay.
item, it's visible.
I will just point it. In
Yeah,
the
yeah,
direction.
yeah. I was about to say because I don't play the rule that picking up new items because I kind of find that makes no sense, right? Like it makes sense
So-
upon casting.
They see a torch just pointing in the direction of where I
Yeah, exactly.
bumped it. I'm gonna hold on to this invisibility.
Grok will make an attack, but it's a disadvantage. That'll miss. You'll move here. You're up, Jericho.
Sturge! He's going for it.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
I guess would I be here? I guess to flank. Can I do that? How does that work?
You kinda.
No, because I think because Gwendolyn's invisible, it doesn't count.
Yeah. It's,
not-
That's a good point. I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine.
and also,
I
I don't
mean-
know if Gwendolyn has a melee weapon out.
No.
Yeah. So
Gwendolyn has the torch.
I have a torch.
yeah.
It's cool.
We can cut off his exit.
No. You see, Jericho, he's not completely himself right now.
That's fine.
There you
So
Disadvantage
yeah,
attacks.
stab. Wait, shit, wrong.
That's a
weapon,
miss.
but you get what I mean.
Regardless, it's a miss.
Yeah, I'll actually attack with the real fucking weapon now, or I guess I'll swing with the dagger again because it would be the dagger that would hit.
Yeah. Disadvantaged because he's invisible.
Oh no.
That'll miss.
It didn't occur to me that he's invisible all up until you said it.
Like you're just swinging it in air. It's like so. What happens is you see Jericho going, "Ah, die!" He starts swinging, and then you guys look at him and you realize he's swinging at a guy who's probably a foot taller. So he's literally just swinging in the midair, forgetting that he's attacking a dwarf.
That's valid.
Oh, I would also move Hemlock closer.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Juniper, you're up.
Shumubun. And attempting to do the blasting.
Oh yeah, that's
Anyway,
a disadvantage
started
attack.
blasting.
Yeah.
Ooh, that hits.
Damn, bitch.
So he takes the damage. I just got to double check something.
If he casts it, he'll have to do a con check.
Yeah, I'm just double checking this one's concentration because his enlarge isn't, so I wanted to double check the
Yeah.
invisibility was. But yeah, visibility is concentration, so he does have to make a save. He passes. Uvek, you're up.
I did not mean to make that circle. I'm sorry. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but and then we'll go down here, I guess.
Okay.
So
Cut him off between Jericho and
yeah.
Yantha.
All right. And
With
Uvek
that,
will
you'll
go
be able to hit him.
over here. Okay.
Yeah.
And with that, Uvek will go in for a nice big smack with his warhammer. Disadvantage, right?
Yes. That'll
10.
miss as you go whoosh, and you smack the ground, but you don't catch any dwarf.
Well, shit.
And he moved through this space?
Yeah, nothing stops you from moving diagonally.
Okay. I was just curious because we're like blocking these spaces.
I know. Unfortunately, you have to make a proper wall versus the
A
gaps.
proper wall? Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
So you guys
Uh.
hear him click away, but unfortunately, because you can't see him.
Fast clinking.
Yeah.
That's about all I can do right now. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So you guys know he just fled. He's in full sprint mode after Uvek just tried to murder him.
I'm just gonna assume. Yeah, if I can hear him running.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
just
hear him
gonna
running.
assume he's gonna full bolt it down that way, so I'm probably also gonna full bolt it down that way.
I'm probably gonna have to get going here because I have to go and take a shower before I head to bed.
Oh yeah, geez, I didn't realize how late it was. Hey, I guess we started late again.
Yeah,
We'll
sorry.
we'll finish it up after this quick thing. I'll try to make this quick. Thrine will do a quick perception check to see if we can sniff him out. He does a quick sniff. What's the DC for this? I'll just use his.
I think it's just a stealth check.
Yeah. It isn't. It
Window
isn't.
there.
I think you're supposed to use what they call the passive stealth, but they get the +5 for advantage, right?
I think. No idea.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually a rule for it, so that's how I'm gonna roll it.
Wait. For finding him?
Yeah.
But isn't it, if he's also sprinting, wouldn't it be flat?
Oh
yeah, because you have to move at a certain.
And
well,
then
no.
he
If
goes
you're
like-
moving, no, what you're thinking of is if he made a stealth check, he breaks stealth. If visibility's weird, I will say
Well, no,
though-
because
Well,
Because
it's still
you have
making
to-
sound.
yeah, well,
you have
that's it.
to
He's
move at a
making the
certain
sound. Yeah.
speed. You have to move at a certain speed in order to stealth while moving.
Yeah. So he's gonna kind of point out the fact that he knows he's like in this area here.
And I was also gonna say, doesn't he have Bane as well? Does that affect?
No, that's only attack rolls. 6, and he'll move forward. Okay. Gwendolyn, you're up.
I will full dash down this way.
Okay, and you bump into him here again.
And then I just point my torch.
Oh, wait, you're here.
I just point my torch.
Okay,
He's right in front of me, where my torch is pointing.
Grok's turn. He'll move forward. He'll make a quick disadvantage fire bolt attack. That's all he can do. Burns the tip of his fingers. Like, oh!
I have black hands. Keeps rolling like that.
Zaki's not there. Jericho, you're up.
Well, this is gonna be the saddest thing ever. But so where is it in front of you?
It's in front of Gwendolyn. Yep.
Jericho's gonna run his full 30. Kind of flanking off to the side because I'm pretty sure. Wait, how do I? Or shit. Yeah, no, there's no way that it can't be. So he's gonna be over on this side, having moved his 30, and he's gonna try to throw his damn dagger, even though it's at a disadvantaged range.
I mean, it was disadvantage. Yeah.
It was
I
disadvantage
know.
anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't actually
Double
affect it.
disadvantage. Yeah.
You can throw
Kobe.
with your main hand.
Kobe.
Does extra damage.
Or yeet it. Yeet or Kobe it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
His accuracy yeets for distance.
Yeah.
Kobe yeet.
Kobe yeet.
Marry the two. Oh shit.
Oh,
Wait, but
Roll
gotta
again.
disadvantage it.
Ah.
So, again, just because of the joke, Jericho, you're like, ha ha! And you take Gwen's hat off.
And the worst part is it didn't even stab the hat, it hits the blunt side and just knocks it
Which,
off.
funnily enough, now Gwen's hat is visible because you just threw a knife at an invisible target in front of another invisible target. So, Gwen, your hat's now stuck to the wall just for fun.
This is a very expensive hat. I hope you realize.
she gives an annoyed look.
Which you can't
Which we can't
see. Jennifer.
But she
Jericho
does it.
can feel it, it's fine.
What's that menacing aura I feel?
This is so sad.
Well, if I miss.
Stop shooting me.
Well, you're standing in the way and you didn't decide to duck. That's not my fault. You're invisible.
If I duck, I can't catch up to him to tell you guys where he is.
Well, if you don't duck, I can't hit him after you tell us where he is.
It's still him. It's not like God. It's just flavor.
Yeah, make your take. Like you said, the nat ones aren't hitting him. This is just comical flavor because nat ones are funny.
Yeah.
Ooh, dang. Jesus,
Nice.
that's another hit for 7. He's still alive, but I
And
mean,
another con save that he'll probably succeed.
yes. You have no idea what he looks like, but you gather from the labored breathing he's not doing well. Uvek, you're up.
Alright, so Uvek will make us 30 feet. And then can you use his aggressive feature
You can't
to
see him, unfortunately. It does say a creature you can see.
Oh, but can I move aggressively over towards
It's got to be an enemy. It does say that in the description. You cannot move towards a friend.
fine.
I'm just.
Well-
I know, but that's the
No, no.
descriptions. When
I
you
ain't
fight
gotta
orcs, when you fight orcs, that'll work in your favor.
Alright. Well, I guess to follow up with Juniper's attack, Uvek will fire out his own blast. Miss.
I mean, you really didn't need to do the disadvantage that time.
If I want to say
And with that, for Andy's sake, you're going to hear him bolt off again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's you can see all here.
And at that, huh?
Is it aggressive? Is it orc? Basically?
Yeah, it's the orc, yeah.
It should be see or hear.
You can see or hear.
So up to you whether or not we can hear him. But
I mean, he would have missed regardless, but I'll let you make the. I mean, the attack would have missed even if he didn't Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Because he rolled a
Yes.
2.
yeah.
So, I'll let you move next to him if you want to, I guess. I didn't realize it was the move. He still would have got moved past, right? So.
Yeah. Might as well use it.
But at that point, you just hear him shout, "We're under attack!" Uvek, you're the only one who can understand what this is. And at this point, Jericho,
Yes.
you hear another sound come up. You hear 2 voices go. Again, you just hear gibberish. Uvek, all you hear is, "We have intruders. Activate the engines." And you just hear these blood-curdling screams fill the cave.
Oh, Jesus.
And then, Uvek, roll me a perception check. Actually, everybody can roll me a perception check.
Who's
That one.
Jesus?
Who's Jesus?
Rolling up or something?
Yeah, everybody can roll perception. This is just for a thing. This is a high DC, but Gwendolyn matched it. Okay, Gwendolyn.
You know, I just need to.
What you hear, apart from the screams of horror you hear in the distance? Just trying to get Roy. What are you doing there, Judah?
Okay, I feel good now. I feel really good about this next one.
You hear these, apart from the screams of terror, you hear something odd, Gwendolyn. As you hear what sounds like, well, you don't know what the sound is, but you hear an odd sound. What your character doesn't know what it is, but the best way to describe it is you basically hear what sounds like a flamethrower lighting up with that, you know, the sound of a flamethrower activating.
Ha.
And because Andy's got to go to bed or get ready, that is where we'll call it, and we'll pick this up in next week in combat, as you are about to face. Actually, before we do that, I am just going to roll initiative so I don't forget for these guys.
Oh boy.
This isn't like a really big spoiler or anything. But one of the ghosts that Jericho, quote unquote, has is like a literal, I mean, it says renowned duelist, but that's effectively what he is, right? So the fact that all of these fails have happened and he's trying to enact out this duelist's desires is just
Not helping.
yeah. Like Jericho is terrified. This duelist is pissed.
And just for the sake of, I do want to show this image. This is what you guys will see next week. That's a pain engine.
Uh-oh.
Lovely.
A lot less smaller than I thought it was.
Huh?
A lot less smaller than I thought it was.
A lot less.
Truth be told, I was expecting something like 40k-ish. I don't know why.
That's
I
because
thought it
it's
was
very
gonna-
40k-ish sounding. Like, you think they're big? You thought it would be bigger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I thought so too. But apparently they're still just the same
They're just
medium-sized creatures. I always thought it was weird.
They're just combat suits, kind of, basically.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
like FNAF getting stuck inside of an
Yeah.
animatronic.
It's Iron
Basically.
Maiden.
Yeah, right?
But
Like,
it's dwarf-sized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's basically just a suit of armor with like a pain engine sticking in their head. The description sounds more badass. I always thought it was weird they didn't make them large creatures.
What is a Durgar Scream? What is that I'm looking at?
A Duragar Screamer is another type of pain engine. There's two pain engines, Hammerers and Screamers. Screamers, again, oddly enough, I'll let you know this because Jericho would have known this. A Screamer, his pain engine is more of a, how to put it, here, I'll show you that picture too. It's not as terrifying looking because you can't see his head inside that little hole. If you could see that, you'd have a little head in
Hearing
there.
for me.
It's just blank.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Weird, because I can see it on the other screen. Let me try again.
So I'm gonna have to head out. I have to go and get
Yeah.
that shard.
Yeah, go on, Andy. We'll see you later.
Later,
I'll
dudes.
just look up.